I'm scared.
Be afraid.
So am I.
I'm afraid.
I mean, my character has no
Afraid.
idea what's going on. I'm just like, I'm running. I'm running towards people. Sinners must be taught a lesson.
Wonder.
This is
Alrighty.
ominous.
What? No, not ominous.
I'm scared, Tommy. Pick me up.
This wasn't like any holiday, if you still want to call it that we've ever experienced before. Every 100 years, Reclam was threatened. The people were scared, but the Emperor protected. He and his Praetorian Guard pushed back the evils of that which lies within the void. This time was different. I guess we should have expected as much, that being the last time that this happened. I wasn't there for all of the events that happened that first day. I only have secondhand accounts from those that were around. As we read through our religious documents and books, we hear of how the great god king Prometheus sealed away the planes of existence to keep his people safe. The best type of lie is one that includes a little bit of truth, and yes, he did that, but not for Celestia. It's the hardest thing that Hymnus ever had to do. A plane that he was acquainted with, one that he visited regularly. A dying god's last wish. The way to do it presented before him. We know now that much of what happened that first day was a distraction. The consequences of that, well, I wish we could say it turned out better. I didn't know at what point Praetorian Guard broke, when their minds were shattered. Maybe it was a long time coming with the strain of their search. Maybe it was from the harsh punishments that the Emperor gave them. A still silence that no one was prepared for. Maybe that's what brought upon the madness. All of you find yourself there on the third day of the Days of Blood. Harpy, your child is safe. With the aid of Cain and Caliban, having made it in time to stop a small portal from taking over the temple. Astra successfully capturing 3 high-ranking society members and preventing the assassination. of the Nacho King. You've been warned about this holiday and your roles. You've been told your duty to keep just Clara and Reclam safe no matter what. With all the information that you had been given, it was just a matter of waiting to see what was going to come next. What strange and deranged things the society was planning to pull over. But nothing happened that second day. It was a day of night, as is each day of blood. The only thing that was the same was the blood moon that stayed unmoving. The beautiful sun, Nora, did not shine on this day, and it is not shining here on the 3rd. Caliban, you currently have 3 members of the society in your interrogation chamber.
My what?
Your interrogation chamber.
I don't have one of those. I merely have
No.
a temple.
Oh, sorry.
So, from what we already know about the society and things from our time, do we have any way of ascertaining rank?
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
But you do know that those that were sent on important missions are usually higher rank than others.
Perfect. Well, I guess at this point, I would just be dramatically monologuing. This is like a time skip from where we ended last time, correct?
It is.
Cool. Actually, I want to try like this. Is everyone in the area?
Everyone is back on Dothara, and they are in Reclam.
Cool. I don't know if this is conducive to what was going on. If I can't have my usual cleric there, right? I would ask that. I would probably have a cleric there with me, if that makes sense. A healer. For what I'm going to be doing to them.
Hymnus is available.
Perfect. Would Hymnus be willing?
Himdas has probably attended these before. He's not big on torture. He's more big on final consequences.
There will be final consequences.
I have healing abilities if Hymnus isn't up for this.
Whoever is willing, I will just. There'll be just. It's not that I'm going to make you
I've
heal
got
them
lay
as
on
I'm doing
hands.
this, but
Yeah.
that's all that they need is a laying on of hands. One simple hit point to bring someone back is all you need, as long as they don't take too much damage every time. In fact, that might be better. So
That's fair. I'll come. I have laying on hands. I can do one at a time, 100 times a day.
Perfect. So I would have the 3 chained in such a way that they could face each other, but each would be unable to move. They would be in nothing but but white robes. At this point, they would have been baptized, cleaned up, and made. They're in nothing but like a nice white robe that was provided by me, and they are chained in a. There's three of them, so it's more like a triangle, but like in a circle, right? They're at least 5 foot from each other, in like a triangular formation, so that they can see one another. They would have a leather wrapped stick, um, in their mouth, so there is no ability to talk at this point. Their mouth can't even fully close around the stick, like it's holding it open and preventing movement of the jaw. There is no ability to talk at this point. Right now, they would just be hearing sermons, essentially, um, where they're warned of the folly of sinning against the Empire in such a foolish way. But what's really truly important is the chance to atone for your sins. To be the one granted that opportunity. And a lot of it would be just urging the point that only one person here in this trio is going to have the opportunity to properly repent. Right? And the longer it goes on, there'd be more things. Robes being cut off slowly, little nicks and cuts every now and then. Um, I'm not gonna role play it all out, but he would be doing things like cutting off ears pieces at a time. You'd probably do it in three cuts to each ear. Each one slowly bleeding out as he just keeps going. Start with one person's ear, like first the earlobe on like the left ear. Go to the next person while he's talking. He would just keep doing all of this until someone seemed willing to do anything, if that's possible.
How are you gauging if they're willing?
It's fair.
I guess insight, looking at the fear in their eyes and how they tremble to see just which one is willing first.
What I could have done for you is I could have cast you a nice zone of truth.
That would have been nice.
Yes, I could have done that and just left before all the repentance
We have a zone of
began.
truth. Yay.
If you're
Okay, Zone of
willing,
Truth is
I'll
active.
take the zone of truth, yes. But yeah, so I guess whoever's willing to spill first after the slow, excruciating torture, right? It would have gone with things like ears first, a tooth plucked every now and then. Eyes would obviously be for last if no one was willing to say anything nice, and when they did feel like talking, kind of thing. Toes cut off, but only after the nails are pulled and things like that. Just slow with sermons, the chance to repent and pay back. There would be no healing though until they, go unconscious, and then at that point it would be 1 point, and then back to the sermon kind of thing.
Roll an insight check for me.
All right, insight it is.
Roll intimidation.
Oh, that's not my strong suit.
I'm here. Can I help?
Oh, absolutely.
I would appreciate someone stronger than me.
I am
Maybe
also being
intimidation.
intimidating. I'm here too.
Actually, if I'm there, what's my intimidation?
You are more than welcome. I just need a healer.
Are you here?
specifically.
I might be. Well, I came in at the end of the first day from the astral plane.
So yeah, everyone's
here.
here.
Right, but are you? Everyone's on this plane, but I know I'm here in the room.
Yeah, are you willing to take part in the?
Okay, yeah.
Wow. Oh, bad.
We're
on my
not
intimidation check.
intimidating.
Apparently not.
Let me. I want to see if I can roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is how it usually goes. We both think we're intimidating, and Kane's in the corner. Kane,
Wow.
you're not doing anything either.
Just
So,
for kicks and giggles, I'll roll, but I have a negative one.
Are you there? You're there also, Astra? Okay,
I
sounds
think
good.
I'm also nearby.
Lovely.
I guess everyone would be kind of in a mood after having to get
Although-
the plane closed off.
That's true.
Sorry, that was.
I brought in my
mostly I'm doing
polar
this
bear, but
for
I'm
the
just
bit
playing
to
with
see.
it rather than using it.
I have a negative modifier,
Oh
and I
my
got hired.
Look, I just have one question. You don't have
This
to
is
be here
embarrassing.
for anything, Drake, but what is your character's intimidation?
You want me to do a roll just for funsies?
You guys just
I
like
will-
rotate in and out behind a
I just want to make sure
like
that
a false
someone
mirror. And
has an additional anything to that. Like,
No, I have a
I can
plus
look like
0.
whoever I
I'll,
want,
I'll do a
if I've seen
roll,
them
but
Well, let's see. Let's see what you roll. I want to see. Yeah, you rolled the best. There we go.
Oh my
Okay.
he rolled the best
gosh.
with a +0. I just want to state that that's hilarious.
This is bad. This is a bad sign.
That's funny.
I'm probably in another room though. I mostly
Okay.
wanted to roll just for kicks and giggles.
oh, sounds good. Yeah, there's other rooms here that Taliban will just go out and grab you when needed.
He just comes out. I need someone intimidating. Grab.
Glare at
Shoves
them. Come
in.
glare at
Didn't
them.
I'm
work.
not scary
Move back.
enough. I keep having their wounds tended.
I bring in for my intimidation thing. I bring in my polar bear, but it just sits down like this, and it's just, like relaxing.
It's just being cute. They're like, no, put that away. You're not helping.
What is
I
your
thought it would
bear's
help.
Name?
Fuzzy Winkles.
That's
Of course
exactly
he's
why
not intimidating.
We're just like, I'm going to be
Fuzzy
honest.
Winkles.
The reason we're also probably not intimidating is we're like, oh, Fuzzy Winkles is hungry. Here, take this in his toe.
Fuzzy Winkles smells it and backs away, shakes his head. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's fair.
You've insulted Fuzzy
Sorry,
Winkles. I
Shazika.
throw their toe back at them.
Bounces off his head. The three of them, they have not screamed, they have not cried, they have not flinched. There's no indication of fear or worry. You just sit there patiently.
I guess I'll go a new route. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a bugbear by his toe. If you holler, he'll kill you. And with that, I will just stab the one I'm pointing at through the heart.
Huh?
And then, once he's
You want him back?
unconscious, I'll just go, yeah, he can come back.
All
And
right.
then I'll look at them and I'll go, she only has so many uses of that. And I guess you don't want to be, answer anything else. So, does anyone want to answer me about what's happening next time? I say, looking at the stopwatches that are probably on the table near us with their other effects.
You see the one that's on the left shifts a little bit, unable to talk.
I go, okay, and I loosen and take the stave out of his mouth. You
And
look-
I
You look like you wanted to say something.
What were you gonna say, Astra?
I was gonna say that, and let me make sure that I actually technically have this pulled up. But I think that Caliban would know that I have the spell Detect Thoughts. It only lasts a minute, it's concentration, but it is an option if you wanted me to sit in on something.
You are more than welcome. I feel like we probably have some sort of routine down at this point.
Oh,
pressed
absolutely.
you into cast things on your own type thing.
Gotcha. I said that I was in another room though for a minute, so I'm.
I gotcha.
There's like a false wall there that you can see through, and you can look at
A
them.
one-way mirror.
Yeah, one-way mirror.
Cool. And I will. Here, I'm just gonna write it in my notes that this is the spell that I have up instead of trying to go through and making sure I have. Or no, I have it prepared. Okay. Whoop. Just a second. But yeah, it's Hang on, let me just. Yeah, so, okay. I sense the presence of thoughts within 30 feet of myself. Of creatures that know languages or are telepathic.
So you can hear all of the thoughts of the various Praetorian Guard members that come in and out of the room. From the 3 society members, though, it is nothing. It's just white fuzzy noise that comes from them. With your skill and the arcane, would know that probably are under the effects of an intellect fortress.
Cool. Then, hang on, let me just look that up real quick. Yeah.
Intellect Fortress is a 9th level spell, right?
Is it?
Or 8th level?
I'm checking them.
Something.
Like Fortress is 3rd level.
No, not Fortress.
Yes.
Intellect Fortress.
Intellect
Yes,
Fortress.
Intellect Fortress is
That's
3rd
what I said.
level. Okay, well, let's see.
I feel like we would have the
Dispel magic that I can cast at its lowest level for free. So I will choose the one that looks the. Well, hang on.
Sorry. This is not the right spell. This is the wrong spell because this one doesn't.
Are you thinking of Mind Blank?
I'm thinking Mind Blank. Thank you.
That's what I was thinking. That's why I said.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's 8th level.
Yeah.
Much appreciated. Mind Blank. Yep.
It's
Cool.
8.
All right. However, I can still. I mean, I have to roll for it, but I can still use Dispel magic on the spell itself. Correct?
Yeah.
Cool.
How long have we had these guys? I'm assuming it's just immediately afterwards, so it hasn't been 24 hours.
It actually has been more than 24 hours.
And they still have it cast.
Yep.
That means.
Interesting. Can I do an Arcana check actually? To see
Absolutely.
if okay. To see what's going on with that. That's a 38.
Wonderful. It has definitely been enhanced by Void Glass.
Okay.
There's just this resonance with the spell. With your practicing the arcane, that each spell that has a touch of Void Glass used just has this arcane dissonance compared to other spells.
All right. And what do I know about the effects of Void Glass? About what?
It varies depending on how much Void Glass has been used. But this could be anywhere from a week to permanent, depending on what they wanted.
Okay. Can I ascertain whether whether the Void Glass has affected its ability to be affected by a spell such as Dispel Magic?
With a 38, you should be able to. Unless it was used with a lot, but that's just
I should be able to dispel it still?
Okay. Yeah.
Alright. So, and at the one, that was a level 8 spell. I gotta roll for it because I'm not. I can do this at the lowest level as many times as I want without using a spell slot. So
that's disgusting.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm just gonna make sure that I'm. No, I'm mixing that up. I can still cast. This is not the spell that I can cast. That time, I just get an a free use of it.
Okay.
So, but it's still cheaper to do multiple 3 levels than to go for an automatic. Do that to get it in there. Oh yeah, I don't have to. Wait, no, I do have to roll to see if I get it. I forget, is it just a straight roll or do I add my modifier?
Oh, well, it isn't counter spell because the spell's not being cast.
Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong. I hit that one instead of Dispel Magic. Dispel Magic is
Okay.
what I meant to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I was like, wait, it's got that. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, let's see
10
your
plus the
spells
spell's
while I'm back
level,
in
so you'd have to roll an 18.
Using your spellcasting ability. Okay.
Yep.
You got this. You got this. You're
Okay,
so
so my
smart.
modifier
Mhm.
is the number I'm using.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So making sure that I'm Ooh, that's a nat 1.
As you try to dispel the.
I sneeze in the middle of it.
There's also just this. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh no.
Is that not the right? No, it is 25.
Okay. You feel a force try and push back against your spell for trying to break in. You don't suffer part of the effect, but you do take 13 points of damage.
Okay. Did could I have checked if there were other effects or with my Arcana, or were you telling me everything that I knew?
That was everything that you would have gotten from that.
Okay. So well, I will try one more time. Again on the one who well, I'm going to make a quick insight check on who will be most likely to have good information, or who seems more like most likely to talk or be bad at guarding their thoughts. If that's okay.
Yep.
That's a 33.
Okay. One that had just died and was brought back.
Uh-huh.
No, he doesn't seem to flinch at all
Okay.
to this. The one to his right is also just sitting there. The one to the left, though, seems to be squirming just a little bit. Subtly, but you're able to pick it up.
Just out of curiosity, is this the sorcerer, the rogue who stabbed me, or the rogue who didn't stab me?
This is a sorcerer.
Okay. Alright. Well, I will once again attempt to dispel magic. Which I will do without using a spell slot. That's a 22.
Okay.
To dispel the mind blank.
Those of you that are inside the temple, as Caliban calls it, watch as the one to your left that you saw shifting around Caliban, his head immediately flings back as blood begins pouring out of his nose. All of you hear this psychic scream go off for about a moment as his eyes roll in the back of his head. He begins to sweat before dropping his head again and looking up.
Well, I've
The
got...
first,
Go ahead.
the first things you hear, or have you
Let me just put it in so I've got the spell
Yeah.
slots, but I... Yeah.
Yep.
I've got... Alrighty. Hey, I got it in. And he did a psychic scream.
Mhm.
Okay.
The first thing you hear is, well, it's good they got me instead of the other two. They look fine. I can withstand this. Been trained for this. All going according to plan. Just have to hold out for another couple of days. We can do that.
This is the one that was the sorcerer that looked all squirmy?
But only Astra hears this.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I would like to hear what he has to say. I'll have some sort of signal to Caliban, and then see if if his thoughts change when he's asked leading questions.
Okay.
So, I guess I don't know that, so it's not important for me to know that he thinks it's. Okay, so maybe I misunderstood the way you said it, anyways, DM. Though, but is he saying that it's better for him to have been captured and not the other two, or like, what was that supposed to mean? I'm confused. Maybe I'm just I don't
It seemed it was very obvious that the mind blank effect went away for some reason.
Okay.
We all heard a psychic scream,
Gotcha.
but only I heard the stuff afterwards.
That makes sense. He'd been trained for it, but the other two had. I get you. So, what's your signal to me, and for what exactly? Now that that's happened.
I wonder if we've got some sort of, because there's like a false wall. I wonder if, I'm behind and just, I don't know, eyes change color in a painting or something. Just a little.
It's dope.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
It's so cool.
Okay, what's
Something
the
subtle that you know what to look for.
okay? But what exactly is it you're trying to tell me in like simple terms? I guess. Get that guy or get the other guys.
I feel like what I've got right now is just I'm listening.
Okay.
Sort of like, keep prodding. And if we don't, only limited information I'm sure could be transferred through just the eye, changing color in a painting.
I
but
getcha.
I can move on to the next person if we have nothing here.
I getcha. Okay.
That's just I'm listening.
Well then, I guess. Yeah, I guess we'll just question wise. This is interesting. I guess since he's the one who's had the mind blink taken off, he's going to be more susceptible to things. So I will start moving him to the altar. Which I guess would be a little bit over in the room. So that I could begin work on helping him feel and understand it's time for his atonement. It's not going to be things like simple toes and things anymore. One of the things I am proficient in is I am proficient as the son of Prometheus with smithing tools. And so I guess I like to think that in part of this corner, it's not really a forge, but there'd be like, there'd be the spot for the tools and things like that. There'd be like a brazier with like coals, hot coals, and tools in there, irons and things to work with. But I can work hot metal just as maybe not as good as my father, but stuff. And so I'll just start. I'll heat it up slowly, and then I'll begin the torture parts, starting with like burning the soles of his feet, making small cuts, apologizing as he bleeds, and then helping cauterize the wound and things like that. And since you're there, Harpy, you're more than welcome to ask any
Mhm.
questions. They did try and do things to you as well. I think the only questions I would really have was I'd be more referring to the fact that the corpse on the other side from how I found out they were coming and stuff earlier. I'll be like, he had a few things to say. Most of it seemed to be about the timetable and who your targets were. I would just like to know why right now. Why and where are more of your friends?
And
Where?
as
Oh,
go ahead.
no, you said what you're
I
saying.
was just gonna say, as he's starting to go in harder on this guy, detect thoughts is concentration. I can have it up for a minute. I may also just try and take off the next the rogue who stabbed me. I'll try and also remove the protection on him.
Okay, sounds good. We'll get to that one in just a second.
Cool.
Where? Everywhere. All around you.
That's a very
Why?
vague answer, and I'll just push my sword slowly through the meat on his arm. I want specifics.
You didn't ask for specifics.
It,
Why?
it was implied.
It's because that is the assignment we were given.
I'm just gonna turn to Harpy. You understood my question, right?
It was very clear.
That's
And
what
I
I
answered it
thought.
clearly.
And I'll kind of flick the sword out of his wound, kind of just slicing the meat, like that muscle in half as it comes, and just be like, I thought it was very clear. But see, so did she. Meaning, I think you just don't understand things or are willfully ignorant. Are you willfully ignorant?
I am not willfully ignorant.
Where the sword just came from, I'm gonna kind of start like poking at the bone with the sword. And I'm just gonna, you see, I don't believe that. Because any member of the society seems to be willfully, and just like to make each word more poignant, willfully just poke the bone, like trying to like break into it, give that excruciating. I don't know if any of you have ever had bone exposed to air. It's not pleasant. But and I'm just ignorant and just kind of just keep poking, stabbing at his bone.
You asked a question and I answered. If you want specific answers, you need specific questions.
All right. Well, I think of those. I'll turn to Harper. Do you have any specific questions?
I'll answer one question from each of you.
Quick above the table question. I want to make sure I remember which guy this is. Is he one from the temple?
No, those ones are all dead.
Who are these guys?
They're-
Those are all dead. Okay.
These
This is
are
the
all
guy who's
Astros.
with
These are
Astra.
the guys. All three
These
of them.
are the
Okay.
banished guys.
wasn't- That's
Did
what
I
I
poop?
thought, but then I was just like not entirely sure. I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when I get a chance, will try to dispel magic, and if things line up for it to be at a dramatic moment, that since we got a psychic scream from the other guy, for it to have an effect, to have an intimidating effect.
Sounds good.
Am I okay to roll for that? Or you want me to wait?
Roll for that right now, and then we'll time it up.
That's a 19.
Wonderful. Okay.
And that's on the guy who stabbed my hand.
Okay, that's the one that died. Harpy brought back. Cool.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I'll look at him and say, "What do you know about the infiltration of Helm's Temple?" Be as detailed as you can.
I know that I was not there. It was an assignment to others.
These are the ones. Okay.
Is that all you have to say? Oh my gosh.
So these were the ones specifically that were attacking Astra.
Well,
Yes.
technically, they didn't attack me yet. Well, the one attacked me after I banished the other two, so...
I'm just trying to make sure. Did you know they were bad, or were you also somewhere where we could already figure out what their goal kind of was?
So I was posing as a member of the society going in on this mission. Did I know the detail? What details did I have of the mission, though, DM?
That you were to get in there.
Mhm.
You were to execute the Nacho King
Mm-hmm.
and get out.
Cool. So
Do we
Caliban would have this information.
okay, I
Well,
was
the whole
gonna say,
group would have this
So
information, yeah.
we know these ones specifically were tasked with killing the Nacho King.
Mm-hmm.
And that they knew about the plots for the 6 sacrifices of the people close
Yeah.
to the group.
And they're doing this
Which
all
would
against
imply-
the Days of Blood.
Mm-hmm.
I guess my question. And so, okay, so I'm just trying to get the lore straight in my head. Every year on the
Every
days
100,
of-
100,
every
every one.
years, the
Yeah.
Days of Blood are basically reenacted, kind of thing. I guess not reenact. It's not the right term, but there are like
It sounds like it's more of a I forget the name. Was it Jason or whoever went like every 7 years they got to send some people in, do some stuff. Except for less of us sending people out and more of them attacking every so often is what it sounds like to me. Does that?
Yeah.
so yeah.
Every
they
100
just-
years they launch an attack.
Every 100 years they launch an attack.
Mhm.
So this is like known about. Like we were prepared for the fact that this was going to happen to an extent.
You were.
Is
And you've known that there's been, great creatures of the void that have been summoned, that have rampaged throughout the city. You've known that there were sacrifices. You've known that there's been an attempt on various members of people related to Praetorian guards.
So okay, so over the past centuries and things, essentially, this isn't anything like big or new. It's just this is what's happening this 100 years, and I guess we're just trying to. I guess our goal as a group right now, if I'm not mistaken, is we're just trying to figure out where they're headquartered. Like we know why they would go for the Nacho King. We know why they would go for Helm. None of this seems like news, but does the scale seem more grand or anything like that, or it's just another day kind of thing?
It
What's
feels
the feeling?
different. It's different. It's quiet. There was nothing that happened besides the initial attacks on day 1. Nothing happened day 2, and that has never happened before.
Okay.
Nothing has happened so far on day 3.
That's real
What?
suspicious.
Okay. What makes
But
this
you
year
also know that-
different? Is my question.
Just one second.
Don't
Lots of
persecute me
things.
for my question, everyone. It's the best way I could think of it.
Lots of things are different about this year.
Do I hear anything in his mind?
Yeah, you hear. What languages do you speak?
So I speak Common, Draconic, and Dwarvish, but I also feel like, if this is a normal thing that we do, I probably would have cast tongues, I think,
Okay.
is the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Understanding spoken or sign language that you hear or see.
Mhm.
Da, 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 da. So I
Okay.
would have that.
Wonderful. Then you would hear him give several. He's almost laughing, and insulting Caliban and Harpy in his mind. I told them to ask specific questions if they want specific answers.
I just look over at Astra or at Harpy, and I just go, "Do you like this one? I don't like this one."
I said I'd answer
Yeah.
questions from the.
I don't let
From
him
each of
finish.
the
I
other.
backhand him with a forge hammer.
Okay.
Can I choose this moment to dispel magic on the next guy? Or
Absolutely.
the roll that I did.
As
Yes.
the hammer hits his face, you hear the neck snap as he goes limp.
Bring him back, please.
The other one's eyes shoot out wide. He seems not the same reaction as the other.
So
Seems
the guy
more
who got brought
dazed.
back, if I remember
More
right,
what?
he seems
Seems more
dazed.
what?
He's dazed.
Dazed. Okay.
I just want to point out the
Can
guy
I-
who just died and got brought back with the broken neck.
Mhm.
His neck doesn't heal. It just
Yep.
he's just alive again and conscious a little bit.
Correct.
And I'm just
Correct.
gonna go, you really irritate me. Listen, I don't usually get this frustrated. It's just this time of year. You know what I mean? It's like around Christmas when Doku goes around and he gets all stressful about what he's gonna give away to people. It's just a stressful time. And this is very stressful right now. And you're angering me. I don't like being angry. It's not a fun emotion. I really just wish you would answer questions better. You see, because, and then I'll look at the other two and I'm like, because you don't want to be like this guy, right? Look at the tears running down his neck is broken. He can't even talk. He's not going to be able to move. But you know what he can do? And I'm just going to start slowly, like, just poking him with my sword all over. Like, definitely it's going in a little bit. I'm like, look at this. He can't even fight back. He's just bleeding everywhere right now with a bunch of holes in him that he can feel. He can feel those things. Isn't that crazy? But he can't control anything. Now, what do you think it feels like to lose control? Like I just did, the hammer. I shouldn't have done that. But now he's lost control forever.
You, Astra, you hear in the new one's head, if he would ungag me, I would speak. He doesn't really plan this out very well, does he?
Another portrait's eyes change, and it very specifically means, remember that they.
I remember. Can we tell when you
the blindfold
you did it
comes.
now?
Can I try something
No,
with
it's
this
a
new
gag
one?
that moves off of a face that's supposed to be the reminder
Cool.
of like,
I
hey,
guess it'll move
yes.
up one enough to where I can be like, and I just look at him and I go, you look like a wiser man. I think we'll give you
Can
an
I-
opportunity to speak.
What do you want to
Can
do,
I
Kane?
try something with him?
Of course.
I would like to almost like abduct him. So just like
Wait,
snatch
which
him from
one?
behind where they're not able to see. The one that was she just dispelled the mind stuff from.
Okay. Right
The guy
after
who's
I
already
say,
been killed
"You
and
look
who
like a
stabbed
wiser
my
man."
hand.
Yeah, go for it.
And I'll grab him. Is there in your temple Caliban a place where there's like running water?
Well, I would assume that there's a place for running water. I have to rinse the tools and things. Water's like
Okay.
like, you know, religious-y.
I will grab him. I'll take the gag out of his mouth.
Are you gonna
And I'll
waterboard
take
him?
like just these. Oh no, worse actually. I'm going to grab some steel bars and bend them around his body so that he can't move. And I'll submerge him to the point where all he like and like do it around his head too, so where his head is like tilted back. So if he purses his lips, he can breathe above the water. But if not, like, and he has to maintain that in order to breathe. And if I see him not doing that, then I'll pull him up just so where his nostrils are exposed. But like, to where he's like, he can't move, he's stuck there. If he doesn't put in effort, he will die.
Gotcha.
And I'm still listening.
Everybody's
Astra, you just hear him say, like, this is so unnecessary. You just need to ask questions, and we will answer. As his body is thrashing about.
I'll take the
His
little
thrashing
gag
doesn't do
out now,
anything.
and I go, all right. Can you answer the question better than he did?
I can.
Then do it.
A little.
do it.
There's like a little text bubble of in one of the portraits that just like the words change, and it's behind these people so they can't see, and it's just like they want you to ask questions for some reason.
I'm gonna cast a spell on the other side of the portrait, which he can see. It's just minor illusion. It's just literally gonna be like, what question? I'm serious.
We're asking questions. They're being stupid about it.
Just like apparently they need very specific questions. Appears
Why?
on the little.
Why is this year different from all the other years of the Days of Blood with the chaos and everything? Why is it more planned and controlled?
Or what are they planning?
And what is the rest
What
of
is
the plan?
planned for today?
Whose question am I to answer first? It was several questions.
Start with the first one and work your way down the list.
Very well. What makes this Days of Blood different from all the rest is things that have not been done before will be done.
I put him underwater for like a good minute.
Well, while he's underwater, I'm just gonna go, okay, next time just have the bear fart in his air.
You know, I could just have the bear start eating the third one. Actually, like, you know, just have him at him for
The
like a minute.
paralyzed one, let him eat him legs first, slowly.
No, not the paralyzed one. The one that has yet to go. Anyway, I probably should pull him up now. And I'd pull him out like.
Probably.
You probably should.
Next question, then.
Now look, I understand. I'm a mother. I understand some children have trouble learning to follow instructions. Okay? I understand that. Now, when you're answering a question, the goal is to impart information. Otherwise, you are not answering the question. Are you going to answer the question?
Yes.
Excellent. Now, with that in mind, make sure that actual information is being imparted in the answer. Not a riddle.
If
The answer
information
shouldn't
is
be-
asked, will be given.
I'm underwater again.
While he's
I put
underwater,
him
it's just like,
down this
listen,
time so that he.
I'm a very bad interrogator. I just know how to hurt people a lot. Boyd, listen, Boyd was supposed to teach me all this, and she was also not good at asking the questions, but she was scary. I'm not scary.
She's very scary. All right, pull him back up.
All right, I pull him back up.
All right, we're going to try again. You're going to start with the first question again. We don't move on to the next question until you have figured out how to answer the first one. Now,
Roll
I'm asking for
intimidation
specific
check for me
details,
with
not-
advantage.
it's different. It's different because it's different is not an answer. You would get a failing grade in school.
Roll intimidation at
Can
advantage for me.
can I give the help?
Sorry, I forgot how to roll with advantage for
I
a
was gonna
second.
say,
I
can I
figured it
give
out,
the
I think.
help action? Oh, no,
ADV.
she's already got advantage, so it doesn't matter. I was gonna say, like, I don't know. We gotta figure this out, guys.
I
Check
don't.
intimidation.
No, it's a check. My bad.
Oh yeah, because it's yeah.
That's my bad. It's a 26.
Okay, wonderful. Hymnus, where are you at during this time?
Sorry, was that me or?
Yes.
That is you, Hymnus. Yes.
Sorry, brain was off somewhere. I am in a. I'm still in the building, but in a different area. Like, and I'm praying and or meditating. Even though the plane got sealed, I'm still praying. Like, I was the one who did it, and I'm still praying.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, since that happened off screen, I don't know what really went down. But that's where I am. I'm praying. I don't like I might not be smart, but I don't like how quiet things are being. And so I am doing what I can to prepare myself mentally, because it does seem like this is gonna be a bigger oomph than usual, and so I need to be more on the top of my game than usual.
Roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Wisdom saving throw. I will do so. Wisdom, huh? Wisdom. Boom. I'll fetch.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. He's gonna be catatonic when we find him later.
We've lost himness.
As you were praying, there's just this feeling of despair. You're trying to prepare. The events that happened in Celestia will not leave your mind. Witnessing a god die. And his last words begging you to steal the plane off so that it can be safe. That one day things can be fixed. And this haunting image of a suit of armor with no face, as Helm doesn't show himself in any other way, but just what you think were from where like the visor part just would be tears and feeling of fear coming from a deity. It's chilling. You try and make a connection to the gods. You try to be prepared, but it is just silent. Back in the temple proper. Why? I will answer your questions, but why does your other friend not come in? Why does he stay out when all of you are seeking answers? Does he not wish to know?
Can I do
We're
an
not the ones
insight
answering
check?
questions at this moment.
Yeah, I'd like to do an insight check as to why this question's being asked.
Can I join in that insight check and also be
Yep.
reading any extra?
Absolutely.
Hopefully you guys have good insight.
I do. I'm an expert in insight.
I was gonna say, if I rolled higher than a 10, I would consider it good, but... Or maybe I've just gotten too used to
got a
rolling in
31.
Starfinder.
That rolled in D&D Beyond, but not in Avery, but that was the 21 that Caliban just got.
You did it in the days of blood planning.
Oh,
See
that's...
it in Discord. Oh wait.
Well, I
am
see
the
it
wrong
in
thing?
gameplay. I see it in
Oh,
gameplay.
I did
Yeah,
it
it's
in the
gameplay.
wrong spot. That's what it is.
Oh,
I got a
confused.
31 though.
I thought I was
Okay.
being told I put it in the wrong one, and I was like, no, wait, where am I at?
Well, I thought, yeah, I was looking in the wrong place. So that's what I was saying, and I
Astra
was
got
wrong.
a 31.
That's what
Wonderful.
it said.
okay. You can tell that he is maybe up to something. You're not quite sure what it is. His thoughts are just focused on. He keeps repeating, "When everyone is here, and I don't have to repeat myself, so I don't die again, we'll answer their questions."
I
When he said that,
would
though, I
like to
just said,
turn.
we're not the ones answering questions, you are.
Oh, this is in his mind. This is just to Astra.
It's just the asterisk. Does
Right,
it seem
that's what I
like
was saying.
he's
Was getting that.
speaking these? By the way, when they're speaking these thoughts, is it? I mean, I get the impression, but does it seem like they're kind of they know that I'm listening and they're
I mean, you did break a spell that
Uh-huh.
would prevent them, so they, yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
it's a little bit obvious. Yeah, they are.
yeah.
Yeah.
They realize they're being interrogated, and that
Mhm.
they they know who's in the Praetorian Guard.
Yes.
I would like to make an aside and kind of do a small powwow with Caliban and Harpy, just because they're here and next to me. Not because I'm trying to exclude anyone, but I am trying to whisper.
Yeah, I'm in a secret room. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
If we gather everyone here, is that going to trigger an attack, on the temple?
That's what I'm afraid of.
That's why
I'm not taking orders from these people.
We're not taking orders from you. In fact, dump him again.
But also, I'm wondering if Hymnus being here would fulfill a condition that would allow them to answer better.
I look up
gonna be
and
a
I
trap.
go, hey, are you under some sort of thing that prevents you from answering if all of us are in the room?
You mean unless?
No.
Unless all of us are in the room.
Okay, good. See, he's saying that's not true. So, answer the fucking questions. No,
Yeah,
do it.
you
It's
have a true thing up, right?
Yeah, we have
Zone
the
of
head
Truth.
zone of truth.
Zone of Truth. Yeah, cool.
You want answers, correct?
I look.
Yeah.
I look at Harpy and I look at Kane and I look back at Harpy and then I look back at him. I was like, is he fucking joking? All right. I'm just gonna. You guys
If you
ask
want
him the
answers.
questions. I'm gonna go stab the other guy.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna go back to the paralyzed guy, and I'm just gonna be just carving strips off, and just be like, "This is bullshit." Just mumbling under my breath, like, "This is so stupid." Answer my questions.
Fuzzy Winkles is right there catching the bits
I'm
that you carve off.
I'm throwing them like bacon strips.
Oh.
Any other responses here, or any other brain?
So, there's two. One of I don't even know who that guy is. I don't know if he's trying to intimidate me, but it's not working. The second is, if they just get the other one, I will answer all of their questions.
Question about Arcana. Well, it involves Arcana. In a zone of truth, our thoughts. If someone's reading your thoughts, could you still lie?
Nope.
Interesting. Cool. Can I do an insight check on this guy about his reasoning for having everyone together? If it is truly something that he only wants to repeat once, or if there's some ulterior motive.
Yeah.
Cool. I suspect ulterior motive, but that's a 33.
The answer is yes.
So
ulterior motive.
To both, yes. He does just want to explain himself once. But there's
And
also
yes.
some more.
okay.
I'm just over here with
I,
Kane. We're just like dunking him for a minute and then pulling him back, like, ready to talk?
Yes.
No? All
So you
right.
bring your friend in. And he goes back under.
All right.
Okay, bring it
I
back
do
up,
the
bring
thing
it
that I
back
said
up.
I was
Can
doing
I-
before.
Oh, what are you doing, Kane?
I'm gonna do the thing that I said I was gonna do before, where I put it in just enough to where his lips can purse through and like breathe, but I leave him there and I just walk away
Okay.
for however long I need to.
I want to look at the guy who's been left completely alone in all this. How does he look?
You look over at him. His eyes have not left you. He's just been following you the entire time.
I'm gonna take the gag out while Cade's doing his thing, and I'm gonna go, listen, what's your favorite color?
Baby blue.
See, this is how you answer a damn question. And I immediately put it back in his mouth. I'm like, what? We should let him live. Well,
Maybe ask him some other questions.
I take
Can
it
I
out
dispel
and I
the
go,
last guy?
do you know this other guy? And I'm pointing at the guy in the water.
I know him to the extent I've done a mission with him.
So you don't know him. He's just some stranger you work with. He's a co-worker.
I know him the way I know you.
I mean,
Interesting.
what, so you read his dossier?
Yes.
Fair enough. Are all of you gonna not answer questions unless they're put in a very specific way?
Most likely.
Is that due to, training, or is it some magical bullshit?
Training.
That's very fair. What question
They were
should
the
I
ones
ask?
sent to the Feywild.
What specific question should I ask him so I can get the answer you can tell I want to hear?
There's a smile on his face. Of, you finally figured it out.
Oh gosh.
You could ask, what specific reason do you want all of you gathered here?
Ah, okay.
Specific thing.
That's
You
good.
could ask
Specifics.
questions such as, he pauses for a moment.
Anything that includes the word specific.
Gives you a nod. Specific is specific. Gives specific answers.
Okay, so anything that includes the word specific. Good to know. Okay. I pull the guy out of the water. Have you ever specifically seen a man's head shoved inside another man's ass?
No.
And I go and grab the paralyzed guy and I raise an eyebrow.
I go,
Roll intimidation for me. Chemist or Hancock over here.
Can I
Yeah,
use this moment to also dispel on the last guy?
absolutely.
This is a perfect moment.
Hey, that's a 21.
Oh.
Ooh,
I get
okay.
distracted by the
Okay,
intimidation.
roll
Oh, yes.
roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
You accidentally intimidate Astra.
Astra is distracted by thinking back about the last time she saw Kane shove a man's head up another man's ass.
18 points of damage.
Okay,
Whoa.
cool. I'm fine. I'll deal with this later.
There's like a gulp audible that you can hear, Kane.
It's Astra.
I'm over by the water holding him up. If I let him go, he falls back in the water.
I pull him out of the water more fully and I'm holding the other dude in my hand.
I just go, you don't want to see this. You don't want to experience that. been here
Yeah.
for the last 5 people you've done that to.
Never ends well for them.
For either
Anyway.
of them.
What specifically is different this time around for the Days of Blood?
Silence. No response.
Why specifically do you want all of us in the room together, other than the fact that you don't want to repeat yourself?
Silence and no response.
I'm gonna take this moment to
Slice down
make one
the
head
bottom of
enter
his-
another man.
You did threaten it. You got to follow
And
through.
then I just smell magic again.
Okay.
And this time it works.
Okay.
It works
The-
if she
the
decides.
second- The second before that happens, I need all of you to roll a wisdom saving, please.
Oh no!
Oh. Is
Is this
because
against
I
being
took it off
charmed?
all of them?
Nothing against being charmed.
Okay.
I'm immune to fear.
Okay.
Not
Oh wait,
fear.
Oh,
hold on, wait. One of us is a paladin, right?
Mhm.
Me.
Yeah,
Oh.
that adds.
So what does that add to
Oh.
us?
Oh, let me see. Hang on. Let me go look at my
I was
aura.
gonna say, I would just like to know, just in case, because the lowest one of
This-
any of us got is a 20, but you know.
Hypnosis is also you.
Oh, also
Plus
me.
3.
Yeah.
I would
The
have had
plus 3 for
mine
anyone
blinked up
within
again,
30
by the way.
feet of me.
So 27 for me.
Another wisdom saving throw.
Do I get the bonuses from myself?
Is
No,
this
that's-
a wait?
Oh, you
It's
don't?
just- no, I think it's just allies.
It might be
Yeah.
automatically included in
I
your
think
bonus.
yours
Well, if you
Yeah.
yeah, it is automatically included
Probably,
in your
yeah.
thing.
Wait, no. It says you and your allies.
Yeah, but it's automatically included in your saves on D&D
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Beyond.
It is. It is
Yeah.
already calculated in. Okay, great.
DM, is this a spell or other magical effect?
It is a spell.
Excellent.
Are you
Advantage against
immune?
spells and magical effects.
I have advantage. Yay.
Okay.
And that's a 26 plus 3, so that's a
Cool.
29.
So the lowest
Okay.
thing is a 23.
Wonderful. All of you have the option of denying hearing these words. You could just choose to hear them. Or you
Does
hear
there
them.
seem
Are we able to tell potentially who it might be from?
The one that has not been not
Tortured
being
yet?
threatened. Yeah.
Okay, so
one who said
Okay,
his
yeah.
favorite color? Would I Arcana? Do I sense a danger in allowing this to happen?
No.
Okay, then I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
I'll
I,
allow
Lewis is also probably going to allow it, but because
Yeah.
he's been like reaching out, nothing's been happening, and
I'll
then
allow it.
Uh-huh.
this is not going to help.
You just hear a loud stop. What is wrong with all of you? This isn't ways of getting answers.
We're so incompetent, he's frustrated.
Oh my gosh. No, we're not incompetent. They're bad at answering questions.
I know they're bad at
I
answering
continue with what I was
questions.
doing, DM.
Okay.
Who's
We're not gonna go into detail, but there are 2 dead bodies now.
heal them! No!
I
No.
can bring them back.
No, let's leave them for now.
I'll leave them.
Does this last guy appear to be telepathic?
He was speaking to telepathically.
Okay. And- cool. So he's just said, "What is wrong with all of you? This isn't a way of getting answers."
Thought it was your job to serve the Empire and find out what needs to be found out during this time. Obviously, that's not working, as there's now a kill count of 3 in this temple of yours, Caliban.
No, it's actually much
No
higher
close.
than that.
3 since the days of blood have started. Am I wrong?
No?
Am I hearing both sides of this conversation?
I
Yeah.
hope so. That's hilarious.
And this
I don't see
is
the
the guy
problem.
who was earlier said his favorite color, right?
Correct.
Cool. Can I tell anything about? I'm trying to figure out who this, if this guy is more than just some random, you know,
Yeah, roll an insight
if
check.
he has any more yeah. That's a 19.
Not able to ascertain it just based off that.
Well, are
3.
you going to provide more answers?
Of course I will. I've been honest in everything I've said, and I've even helped you.
Excellent.
Started with this guy.
Might want to check on your other friend, though. I sense despair with him.
Okay,
not
so
good
you're
to be
just
left
playing
alone.
games like the other two.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to help you.
Why? I'm just the painting speech.
Because,
Oh,
because you're making it
please.
too easy, Astra. How long have you had me in here for?
I look at my watch. How long?
You're on the 3rd day. He came in on the beginning of the 1st.
Oh, I was gonna say, like 50 something hours, maybe.
Yeah, roughly.
What have you done with those 50-something hours besides protect from a small attack on a temple?
We stuck another man's head
I've
up another man's butt.
Yeah. Interesting choice of words with the choice of words you've used before, Caliban. Quite an
I
extensive
carved
vocabulary
I
you have.
carved your coworker's leg into bacon strips for
Yes, you
my
did.
fuzzy little friend.
I did.
Other than
Don't
that,
play his
nothing.
game. He should be answering questions. Don't let him antagonize you.
He's
I
not
will.
being a good example.
Hymnist.
Answering questions.
Hymnist will like he's off in the room and he's like in on this conversation, right?
Yes, correct.
He's like slightly weirded out that he's included when he's not really even that close. He'll stand up because he feels like doing that, even though there's no one to really see him stand up. He will say, what would you have us do that would best follow your plan, and what would you have us do, or what wouldn't you have us do that would best oppose your plan?
Wonderful question. Wonderful. Best follow my plan. You all stay in here and talk to me. It's not my plan, I should say. The best follow the plan. You've already wasted practically 2 days. For what? You got no information from them. To best hinder the plan is to do what you are supposed to be doing. What is the main job of the Praetorian Guard?
Cool. Any hints where I should go? Because I've not heard anything. To be fair, though, I've been out of it.
DM, at this point, the Praetorian Guard's main job is to what? Collect the whatever. What do we want to call this? The soul jars. Did we have any leads on soul jars before the Days of Blood?
Kane was given one.
I had one. Yeah, but it led nowhere. They.
I was going to say, well, if you're answering questions so specifically, where is the closest soul jar?
No, 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 no. Caliban the Scourge Hand. What is the job of the Praetorian Guard? Your first role that you took when you were sworn into this position.
Defend the Empire.
Ah, and specifically, who in the Empire?
Ah, thank you. I'm gonna leave you in their hands. Meanwhile, well, it could be either the civilians or Prometheus or Void or
It's
each
definitely
other.
Prometheus.
Oh,
It's definitely
oh,
Prometheus.
I
Okay.
run. I leave.
Okay.
Yeah, I also was like,
as-
I'm like,
I
you don't
I
need
kill
me
him.
here.
I finish him
Okay.
off. I cut off his head.
Okay, roll one attack.
That's a 24, 21 magical slashing.
Okay, as his head gets cleaved off. I need all of you to roll initiative for me.
oh, lovely.
Can I say, DM, that I activated the sword to be on. I have a thing for this for the sword to be on fire.
Oh, you can absolutely do it.
Okay, good, because that adds some wonderful things for me.
I love how I've been asking super dumb questions. And then I
What do you
get
mean? Your questions were good. We needed you in there, Mr. Listen, you. Hey, Drake, your version of logic is different than mine.
the-
I'm trained in broad questions. You have to know enough logic to get a computer to go to the next line and not be stupid about it. You're exactly what we
That's
needed.
That's true.
I deal with dumb old people all day. You have to be vague as hell with them.
ah,
Alright, just let me get this.
I'm running.
Okay. Um,
Why is my initiative is
okay.
so crap?
This is a little bit of a cinematic, so I know you guys would say like I'm gonna do this, do that, but this is just for your
Okay.
Gotcha. Just listen for a minute.
just for a second.
Yeah.
So I can set what's happening.
I'll mute myself to help.
As Kane, as your sword cleaves off the head of this last this last my brain just
Society.
I was trying to think of a different word to describe them, but
Rogue?
no, it's fine. My brain completely blanked on that. It lands on the ground and rolls over, spinning around for a second as it lands in front of what is your Tinkleweather, Mary Tinkleweather? What's the name of your polar bear?
Fuzzy Winkles.
Fuzzy Winkles, thank you. Fuzzy Winkles sniffs it as the blood begins to part and begins licking it. And you see as the blood quickly starts turning black.
Mm.
Fuzzy Winkles begins to twist, and you start to see patches of his fur immediately begin falling off.
I poisoned Fuzzy Winkles!
You poisoned Fuzzy Winkles by feeding him. You hear this growl of pain as this large, almost black tree trunk like stump emerges from his back as another and another and another his begins to grow in size, getting larger and larger before the skin begins to rip off of him, and you just see these black hooves where his paws would be, with this terrible knotted, gnarled skin begins forming. Mouths and eyes begin opening up on each of them. the temple itself, Kane begins, or not Kane, sorry, Caliban, your temple begins to shake and crack and break as these trees begin shooting and hitting into the roof, cracking it in just the sheer size as he is quickly taking up room, not leaving much space left in this chamber. All right, now let's go back to initiative and see what everybody rolled. Oh my goodness, this does not look great.
No, it's not.
Oh my. Oh my. Astra.
I have advantage.
Okay, Caliban.
I have a -1, and yet I rolled second.
I had a +11. Well, or +10. And well,
Yeah.
at least I'm consistent about my initiatives
Oh,
never
okay.
being the good one.
Hemnis and I probably have to roll to see who goes first between us.
You can roll rollsies.
Or what's your deck, Hemnis? Wow. Okay. Well, I think he goes first anyway. It doesn't matter
All right.
unless he also rolls in that one.
All right. So all right. Oh, I'm lost in all of the things. All right. So I think it was Caliban, then Astra, then who's next?
Was that
Him.
one Kane or Hymnus?
Hemnis, he's not responding, but I rolled a nat one on our second
Probably
set of
not
rolls.
Okay.
What'd you
Okay.
roll?
What did you get? Yeah, Harpy, what'd you roll?
Oh, hers is a 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go Kane or him. That's the Kane, then Harpy. Alrighty. This is not the music I was looking for. This is not near as intense. I was hoping.
I feel like camping anyway.
Yeah. I don't. Oh, please. Okay. So, the what you see before you, let me pull a picture.
Oh, he was prepping this from the beginning. He was always going to kill your pets.
Oh,
Yeah.
I warned him. I warned him.
I was
Any of us
contemplating having
who-
him be just in my room somewhere.
Oh,
Be protected.
as soon as you
All of
said
us
that
who
he
had
was in
pets or
there.
families knew what we were doing.
Everyone in the Empire just hears, "No, Fuzzy Winkles!"
He's literally the mascot of the Praetorian Guard. Apparently, people have
Oh my
Fuzzy
gosh, yes.
Winkle T-shirts. This is going to be a horrible thing.
There's the stuffed Fuzzy Winkle plushies. All the children have them.
Why isn't it Sunday? There we go. Okay, cool.
No,
There you guys go.
Fuzzy Winkles.
I think that's Goat Mom. I think he
Yeah,
was possessed by Goat Mom.
Yeah, I mean, it
No.
was presumably
No.
related to the black milk stuff, so I think he's our brother now.
Well,
Well, not
It's-
our brother, but
it's
Oh,
more like
Plan B.
what happened to Absalom. You
yeah, I
know?
was thinking
Yeah.
about that too. But Absalom got an arm,
Yeah.
not a bunch of trees
Okay.
coming out the back.
All right. So the daughter of
Welcome to the
Shub-Niggurath
farm.
is going to go first.
No.
Oh yeah, with a natural 20. All right. So, as all these mouths begin to open and bleed out this terrible blah that just begins echoing, it is first going to Okay. Okay. Okay, it is going to make. Alright. First, a tentacle attack as these dark tree twisting tree branches whip down. It's kind of like main eye is focused on you, Kane, as you were Fuzzy Winkles. So it's going to make a tentacle attack against you. That is a 32 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And I
I'm
need
not
you to
raging yet.
make... Not yet. Correct.
Yes.
I need you to make either a strength or dexterity saving throw. Your choice.
You know I'm. Save. Third. Oh, that's really low. That's only a 21.
It succeeds, though, as the tentacle hit slams into your torso and pushes you up against the wall. More of the temple begins to shake as a crack heads up. It tries to wrap itself around, but you rip the tentacle off of you as it doesn't do any of that. As ripping part of it away, it screams as it lifts up on two of its hoofs and smashes down. This is going to be against you, Caliban.
No,
And that is a 22 to hit.
that misses.
Okay. You dodge out of the way before one of the hooves just squashes down on you as it lifts up again, and it's going to do another one right in front of you. And this one is a 29 to hit.
Oh, that one does hit.
Okay, wonderful. That's going to be
I think it's not wonderful, actually.
22 points of damage. And you get pushed 10 feet away as it slams down, kicking up, and you get launched away from it. Okay, that is its 3 actions. So, Caliban, you're up.
Okay, so I've been pushed 10 feet away from this thing.
Correct.
Okay. This is horrible.
Oh, okay. You beginning your turn, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, we're within 30 feet of Harpy, right?
Correct.
Oh yeah, you have a +3
Gotcha,
to
okay.
saves.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I should have added plus.
What type
Also,
of...
you're immune to being afraid.
Nice. What type of damage was that I took?
Oh, sorry, that was bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning?
Yep.
I would actually like to use my reaction when I got hit by that.
Okay.
To reduce the damage by 1d10 plus 30.
Okay.
I would hope to not. Well, I guess no matter what I roll, I just don't take the damage.
Correct. Yep,
And
you do
since
not.
it's reduced to 0, I could expend a focus to redirect it at the creature itself.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it has to make a 19 dex save, or it'll take damage of the same type that I rolled.
Alrighty.
I will
Wonderful.
use, I was like, I knew I had a thing for it. I was like, I just had to go through all of the monk things to find it.
Okay, you said at 19?
Yeah.
So that is going to be a 16 dex save, but it has resistance to bludgeoning damage, so...
Okay.
Take
Well,
11. So
let
it
me
takes
roll that
11
damage.
points. Oh yeah, you roll that damage. Okay, Astra, you're on deck, just so you know. Okay, 25 points of damage.
Yeah, so you'll have that
Yep.
if there's resistance. But yeah. And then,
Sweet.
I guess, does that still move me?
No, because it would not have hit you. So instead of it pushing you away, goes to slide down, you dodge out of the way, hitting it kind of where the ankle, around the hoof.
So its attack was with a hoof or like a tentacle?
It was with the hoof, yep.
Okay, so it's specifically considered a redirect. So I'm just gonna I don't know, punch it in its knee and make it punch itself.
Yeah.
Ha!
As it,
And I'm
the
gonna.
hoof goes and slams into the other one as it kind of trips it up for a second.
And now it's my turn, and so I will Attack him.
I first need you to make a Constitution saving
Oh
throw.
yeah, I have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-huh.
I'd rather
You have
not.
+3.
Okay, so it's a 11 plus 3.
Okay.
Ah.
Wonderful. Um,
Am I dead?
so you can no longer take reactions or bonus actions.
No!
Fetch.
Um,
That's incredibly
Wow.
bad.
as you guys see, like there's just black kind of dust shaking off of this creature that's filling the area and starting to move through the cracks.
Hmm.
Your intelligence is higher than 2, so you are not incapacitated.
So I can't use any more. Well, I guess I'm glad I got a reaction in then.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is this like?
Yeah.
It has a specific smell to it. Also, you're like breathing in something.
Okay, so is this like a poison or something?
Nope, you're not poisoned.
Is this like a charmed?
Nope, not a charmed or anything like that.
Damn it! Give me something. I can't get rid of it if it's not these things. Oh.
I guess since you aren't going to run into this, these are its pheromones. So.
Oh, so it is charmed?
Nope.
No? Damn it. Okay.
Trying to
I was
charm
going to ask
you.
if my open flames are doing anything to it, but
Open flames are not doing anything to it.
Damn.
okay.
Damn, I really don't
Things
have
are not affecting
anything
it?
for
Is that weird?
pheromones. In deep speech, right before I attack it, I go, "You're a dick now, Fuzzy Winkles. This is horrible." Yeah, damn. I literally have nothing for con saves against anything like this. This is horrible. I've looked at it all like 3 times. Oh wait, actually. Okay, so I would have had to do that beforehand. Damn it. I have lucky. I should have used a luck point. Damn it, that's
If
on
you
me,
want to,
guys.
you can. I'll let you say you can.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do it again at advantage,
Okay.
technically. Is
Okay,
that-
you succeed.
Okay, I've used a luck point. Haha!
Okay.
So I
You
can
are-
still use.
You are immune to it's
Okay.
for 24 hours now.
Oh! That was definitely worth it. I was afraid it wasn't. Okay,
That was so
cool.
worth it! Yay!
Alright, so I already know it was more resistant to the bludgeoning damage it took earlier. Like, it didn't seem like it hurt it as much as it should have. That's fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do an unarmed attack first, just I guess to test the waters.
Mhm.
First hit is a 31.
That hits.
Cool. So it's gonna take 20, but it's magical bludgeoning because I'm a level 20 monk.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So does it
So it
feel
takes
like
20%.
it's taking the full brunt of that?
It does. It like lifts up in pain. Does seem like it took full brunt of it.
Sweet, cool. So what I'm gonna do as my bonus, well, I get 2 attacks.
Mhm.
Bonus action lets me do, yeah, flurry of blows.
You get more than one. You get 2 attacks for your attack action. You're a level 20 monk.
Yeah, I'm just trying to go through because then I'll have to do my bonus action afterward to be a flurry of blows.
Nope.
So
with using the new monk, you don't have to. You can use bonus action flurry of blows without doing it.
Really?
You don't have to take the attack action in order to do flurry of blows.
That's really interesting to know, actually. Okay.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I guess the second attack hits, but it only does 11 magical damage.
And you can also cause it to be force damage if you want to. Not that it matters, but in this situation, but it can be force.
Well then, cool. I guess I'll do force. See if that changes
Okay.
anything with the second attack, and then I'm going
Does
to. Yes. What?
it doesn't change anything, but just
Okay.
letting you know.
And with that, I'm going to, since I did, I'm going to try and stun it. No, not stun it. That's not what I can do right now. I'm going to try and, where did it go? Flurry of blows.
which gives you 3 attacks.
Yes. I'm gonna do my. What is the difference between a heightened flurry and non-heightened? Lets me make 2 unarmed as a bonus. Okay, this one lets me make 3. So I'm gonna expend a focus to do a heightened flurry of blows, which lets me do 3 unarmed attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on. Bonus action. Okay, no, flurry of blows. Why does one say 3 unarmed instead of, and then one is 2 unarmed as a bonus action? I think new monk is screwing me up. It works a little bit differently than original monk, or I guess
It does.
Okay. So there's 2 different flurry of blows now. Okay, I'm gonna have to get used to that. Whatever. I'll use the heightened one. No, I'll just use regular flurry of blows so that I give me 2 extra bonus. Whatever's. I don't know. So that's a natural 20.
Okay.
And that's
25 points.
25. And then
Wonderful.
that's a 23 to hit. I don't know if it's on a damage.
Yep, that also hits. Yep.
Sweet. And then 21.
Wonderful. As you start punching into this thing's hoof, as like where you can reach, bits of skin and bone and flesh and sinew just start exploding off of it as eyes pop and mouths are shattered, leaving this pretty exposed and black liquid just pouring out of the wound. Okay, anything else?
Nobody like that.
I was gonna say I've done all of my attacks and bonus action attacks, so I don't think I get any of that anymore. No more reactions. I'm not gonna move away from it because I'm engaged currently, so that means whoever attacks it next is flanking or whatever. So I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna stay where I'm at and hope that
Yeah.
Kane has the wherewithal to attack his best friend.
Oh,
Okay, wonderful.
shame.
Okay, it is going to use first of its legendary actions. It is going to do. It's going to cast a middling spell. So it is going to cast. Which one of these do we choose? I think we're going to go with. Let me just make sure I read this one.
Oh, also on that nat 20, it'll take an extra 30 damage, by the way, because I have something called
Wonderful.
overwhelming strike.
Okay. Okay. Because you just did that to you, it is going to cast Implant Dark Young.
Oh.
No, I don't like
Yes.
that.
As its main eye focuses in on you, watch as the pupil shrinks very, very small as it focuses directly on you. Immediately, you feel this beating within your heart. Just that is not normal. 6, 12, 18. So you're going to your maximum hit points are now reduced by 18,
Ooh.
and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Cool.
You have +3.
So my max health is reduced by how much? Did you say 18?
18.
Cool. No, I didn't want damage. I was trying to do shit. 152. Does someone know how to edit the max HP? There it is, minus 18. Cool, okay. And then what'd you say after that? Sorry.
Make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
You have +3.
Also, he took the full damage for that 25 earlier. I realized no one can use resistances against me for bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a 13. Does
Yeah,
that
that's
fail
16.
specifically?
What is it?
So
It's
since it's
16. It's 16.
I need
Yep,
to know if
six.
that fails.
That does fail.
Okay, so it doesn't. Ugh. I gotta use a thing now. Blah, 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 blah. Well, okay, I'll tell you if it doesn't fail in a second. Guys, I'm using all my luck points way earlier than I would have anticipated. I'm gonna die. That's it. Now it's a 25.
Okay, that succeeds. You watch as these black boils begin to grow on your skin. But with your training, you're able to shrug it off, and they just fall off of you, not doing anything. Wonderful. Okay. Astra, you're up.
All right. I.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh. I'm behind a wall.
You are. There are cracks in the wall.
Yes. There are very specific. That's a 25.
You are good.
Cool. And through one of those cracks, I'm going to cast Firebolt.
Oh, lovely.
Let's see. Uh,
Cast fire.
cast.
Yep, 32 hits.
All right. That's 12 fire damage.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, this is upscaled though, so it only did. No, it did do it. Never mind. 4d10.
As through the crack you cast this bolt of fire, slamming into the side of it, some of the barkish skin ignites and it starts to grow up one of the tree trunk tentacles. The creature gives off a terrible wail of pain.
But it seemed effective.
It is very effective.
Very effective?
Not super
Or
effective.
just
Yeah, it's
okay.
effective.
It just
yeah,
is
sorry.
effective. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. It does not like it.
Cool. All right. And I think that's about. I'm just double checking myself. I don't think a quick search will help me in this instance. Yeah, I will stay behind the wall. Yeah.
Okay. It cannot see you, so it will not cast a middling spell on you.
Cool.
However, let's see. Kane, roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
As its eye focuses on you, you start to feel these boils forming.
Let's see. Okay, let's see if I can add in the +3 that she gives from here. So, okay, 31.
Okay, you are good. However, your HP total is reduced by 18.
Really? Even with a very good save.
Yes. The black boils just begin falling off of you. So. Oh, okay. Good to know.
Okay, alright. So 18 minus 18. I have it saved in my sheet when my max health is right now, so.
Okay, wonderful. Okay. Hymnus, you are up.
Yes, I am nowhere near this. I am
You're
running to where Prometheus is.
Okay, as you were running, you start to see this black...
And if that includes going through windows, I can do that too.
Okay, wonderful. It definitely does. There's this black... Almost, yeah. Black mist, black... Almost kind of like spores in the air. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
Standing outside.
Yeah. Is this a magical effect at all?
No, this is not magical.
Lovely. Is this a poison?
Not considered poison.
Dang it. Let me make one more last check because I don't want to be affected. Oh, did I not? Would it also probably wouldn't be counted as a disease, would it be?
It is also not counted as a disease.
Dang it. Well, I tried all the things. Alright, so just plain con save.
Mm-hmm.
Not 20! Yay!
Wonderful. You succeed.
Cool. You know what? Oh, what does that give me? Hang on. Might be time to pull that out. How far away is, well, at least where I assume Prometheus to be?
He's gonna be several hundred feet away, probably thousands actually, because you're within the palace itself, and you're not right next to his where you suspect him to be.
Okay, well, I'm gonna... The shortest path from A to B involves not going through, or going through as few doors as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm gonna use my feature, Gem Flight.
Okay.
Which, as a bonus action, gives me some spectral wings that last for a minute. They'll give me a flying speed equal to my walking speed, and I can hover.
Okay.
It's a ability on a long rest. But yeah, I'll just go through a window and just go.
Okay. So you bust through the window, breaking through it, continuing to run. Several members of nobility and other people are caught off guard and give off a scream, looking in bewilderment as you continue to run through, busting through another window, jumping over a table, continuing to run.
Well, running, flying,
Or flying,
whichever.
sorry. Yeah, sorry. Continuing to fly as you smash through
At
several
my
of them.
full 60 feet around, because
Wonderful.
that is run.
Okay, sounds good.
Or dash, whatever.
We will use the last legendary action of our lovely goat daughter, and it's going to use its last 5th level spell slot. It's going to attempt to do Implant Dark One on you, Harpy. So your HP total is reduced by 18.
Wait, do I not get a save or anything?
You will get a save.
Do
That's
that
for the
have to
rest
do
of
that
it. This just automatically happens as one of the eyes focuses on narrowing its
Oh,
gaze.
okay.
So you lose your max HP is reduced by 18.
Okay.
And I now need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Max HP.
Are you guys rolling with like with advantage because it's being flanked? Sorry, I haven't been here. Otherwise, I would have. That's a no. Yeah, get these out of the way. Thank goodness. I was gonna say, yeah, ending on Harpy getting swallowed. That's fine. The combat didn't start till this session, so this is really session 0. He said 7. This is session 0. Next is 1. I think you have disadvantage while restrained, or don't worry, I'll kill it. Well, I mean, you think Harpy Mother of Monsters hasn't been swallowed before? Anyways, I'm gonna end the